Hello, Sagittarius. Hello, Leo. Elsie here to do your readings for the week ahead. So sorry that they're a little bit late. I've been kind of tied up in private readings, trying to balance my time, not doing it very well. So here I am on a Saturday. You'll probably get this on a Sunday, but I'm here to do your readings, Leo and Sagittarius. Thank you so much for clicking here, by the way. I really do appreciate you. Really trying hard to build the Sagittarius and Leo tribe here. And the way that we can do that, the only way that we can do that is through you. If you hit that thumbs up, you'll let YouTube know that you like this content, if you do, and that will allow us to build a stronger, bigger, a very large Leo and Sagittarius group. That is something that we don't have here that I really wish that we could, because these energies are so necessary. So I'm your Sagittarius sister. I'm here to do your reading, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week ahead. I'm going to read for Leo first, so Sagittarius, if you would just scroll along, I'll see you in just a second. All right, Leo. It's going down with you, my friends. Leo, you and Sagittarius are fast friends, yes. You kind of see the world sort of similarly, yeah. And I think you do well with Sagittarius energy. Oh, look at that. All right. We've got discovery, something of worth. Leo, something of worth. Something that you see is bright and shiny and probably worth something. There's been a discovery of worth, and I feel that this discovery of worth sets some sort of an intention for you, that you wish to be richer, you wish to have more lush things around you. You can see that he's sitting in nature, right? It looks like he's panning for gold or something shiny. There's a discovery of some sort of brightness in your life, and it comes from an intention that you set long ago, I feel. It's, I feel like it looks small right now, but I don't think that you understand. I'm uncovering this discovery, how it's going to impact you going forward. Interesting. I like that energy. I don't know where that just came from, Leo, but it's like you have such a bright, if you don't have a bright outlook, the universe has a bright outlook for you, because this is intention. You're setting your intentions to have a bright, fun time of discovery here. Discovering maybe the gem within the self. Tell me more about that. We have intuition and manifestation. That's what it is. Yes. I love when the universe is like, yep, you're right. Yeah. It's just the confirmation, the universe telling me that I'm listening. So we have, I feel like what you discover is your intuition. I think that you probably heard about this thing, whoever you are, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter. You heard about this thing called manifestation, and you thought, meh, I can't just think about things and then they show up. And then things begin to show up. And you're like, what? It feels like it feels like you have your eye on something that you want. Your eye is now on the prize. Now that you know about manifestation and using your intuition, Spirit's connecting to you and saying, well, what do you want? Look in the ball. Look in the crystal ball. What's your vision? Because that's what it's about. Whenever someone reads in a crystal ball, it's all about their vision and how they interpret it for you, right? It's the same when you read cards. All right, we've got here, optimism. Somebody is going to be in the midst of some sort of abundance. And optimism, look at her arms are open. She's ready to receive anything. And you know what? This is really hard, because we can ask for a lot of things, but sometimes we're just not ready to receive. We don't really believe that they are ours. But I feel like if that's you, transformation is coming. Yeah. Transforming your ideas. You're going to stop thinking one way and start thinking another with your intuition and your manifestation. I like it. I love it, Leo. Woo! That is wonderful. That was a great channel. Holy. Okay. Let's take a look at this, Leo. Some more information for Leo, please. Give us more information about intuition, manifestation, and the discovery of that. It says here, I release the need to know all the answers. Woo! Yes, that's it. It is. That's totally it. Yes. And that's the decision that you come to. When you truly are in manifestation and intuition, you do understand that you gotta be uncomfortable with the unknown. I release the need to know all of the answers. And with that, I do believe that you start releasing doubt. Doubt that there'll ever be discovery, doubt of intuition and manifestation. I feel like you decide that you're just going to let it flow. And if it should flow to you, you'll catch it. Yeah. Sounds like a great trust in the universe, whether you know that you have that or not. Forgiveness. So important, right? We have, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Yes, it also blocks your intuition. When you're not listening to your gut, and I'm got to tell you people, 100% of the time, the universe is on everyone's side. That gut feeling is going to be a good one. It's going to talk you into being kinder, being more patient. And no matter what the situation is, I feel. So whether that be forgiveness or not, that you have realized that you had been blocking your own intuition and all the blessings of your manifestations that you're discovering now. You might have been blocking them all by harboring resentment and, blocking the flow of love. But it was when you decided that you weren't going to carry it anymore, that you were just going to drop it here. I think that's when things start moving. Discipline. You start disciplining yourself. Whatever mantra it is. Do you say something when you're brushing your teeth? Like, do you talk to yourself? Do you look at yourself in the actual eye? When you are brushing your teeth, washing your face, doing your hair, whatever it is, you should be having conversations with the inner self all the time. It feels like you have set some type of discipline that has brought you to this place. Intuition and manifestation. So for some of you, if you are religious, this could look like prayer. Maybe you started praying more regularly. Maybe, why am I getting that? Oh, the tablecloth. Okay. So I was looking at the color of the tablecloth and I was thinking that it looked like a beautiful cloth, like it almost looks like velvet. And then I got a picture of a hijab. So somebody's wearing the hijab, sorry if I'm saying it wrong. And it feels like this person is, intuition and manifestation. Why am I seeing that? It could be the discovery of the self. Like maybe you have discovered a more intimate part of you now because of the intuition and the manifestation. So why did I need to know that this tablecloth to me, which I think is a beautiful velvet fabric, I don't even know if you could, anything about, I'm sorry if I'm, but it feels, I don't know why I saw somebody wearing this beautiful blue color and around the face. Okay. Anyways, that's, I'm not going to stay on that. It is for somebody. Yeah. That's for somebody. I don't know who it is. Let's carry on. Okay. So somebody is connected to self, is what I want to say, which is really beautiful to be able to say. So whoever you are, thank you for this beautiful energy, because I feel through forgiveness and having, releasing doubts that you have about yourself, maybe forgiveness is for you, that you have become more connected to your source, whoever that is. Oh, that's what it was. Thank you. Charlie is reminding me that I was seeing someone praying 5 times a day. That's what it was. That's why I saw the hijab. So I was seeing someone praying. So for some of you, that's why I said, for some of you, this is like a prayer. So for some of you, maybe you're just being really diligent now with how you manifest, whether that's through prayer or just, constantly telling the universe that you are abundant. I am abundant. I am worth all of it. Yes. Somebody's setting intentions. Okay. Tell me more, please. This sounds exciting. It feels like somebody is like sort of at a breakthrough where they've decided to release something that is going to allow them to be more happy. And it feels like the release is here. This is the happiness. I feel like you've decided I've got to stop this old way of thinking or this old pattern of thinking. The Queen of Wands is someone who is forged through fire. She's also someone who has happiness and victory after, having a hard time in her life. Forged through fire means she's, she's gone through her life putting out fires. It's been tough for her. And that's why she is the sturdy, strong, I say she because there's a woman on the card, but we're not talking body parts here. We're talking, masculine, feminine energies. And so this to me is the energy of this. Somebody here has decided that they've either got to organize or transmute the way that they treat passionate situations. How much passion they show at once. Somebody here is very forward with their passion, very attractive. I feel that you're very attracted to this person. They could be Sagittarius, but they also could be Aries or Leo because it is a general reading. Scorpio energy here. It feels like somebody wants to transform their passionate energy. It's a discovery of something that is worth something here, Leo. And it's because you're now in tune, I feel, with your intuition, listening to your gut, and you're starting to manifest, which I think that you did by accident, honestly. And then when something showed up, you're like, wait a second, can I really think things into existence? We have the Two of Wands. Now, understand that manifestation could be that you're having a hard time right now with something. It could be that it's wonderful, but it could be it's an end of a cycle, right? And maybe you didn't think that manifestation was a thing until these manifestations start rolling in. It feels like you have been disconnected from someone for maybe a short time. It could be 4 days, 4 months. I feel like that you have become bored with some type of situation, redundant in the energy of, I'm not really looking at, fun. It doesn't seem like fun. I'm not looking at the 3 cups and not really looking at any cups that are arriving. It feels like maybe you're not interested in a connection that has any sort of permanency. I feel like if you've been the one that's been bored, I feel like this is the end of that. I feel like this person's going to put the end to the boredom here. This person, though, be careful. They could be someone who is juggling people. This could also be you, by the way. Maybe you are juggling people. But I feel like if we are talking about you here, after all, like has been an ending of boredom here. And it might be because you have met a fire sign, as I was just saying, right? Sagittarius and Leo are a pretty good match when it comes to energies. It feels like that either you juggle life, or that you may juggle passionate relationships or things that you're passionate about. It could be, that could be you, or that could be another person. Take it as it resonates, please. And then we have the Death card. It feels like you want to go on some type of adventure, and I feel that a decision is coming, that you want to stop juggling. And possibly, if this is not you, possibly you want to make someone else a priority or give them a little more priority because you're done with being bored emotionally. There may have been an ending between you because I'm looking at this forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. So there could be some sort of an ending that took place here that was emotional. I don't think that's for many of you, though, because I feel like it's the end of the boredom is what I feel the general energy is here. All right, so we have you, there we go, King of Wands right there, in the future. And it feels like you're the one that's looking for the adventure. Either you are someone who is checking with the higher self, or you are someone who will do things by the book, I would say. Someone who will make your own decisions based on tradition, likely, that you're kind of a straight shooter and you know which path you're taking. And I don't think that you really like when people question that path. I think that you're spiritually smart. I also feel that you are someone who's a really great partner or friend because you've always got somebody's back. That you are that kind of energy. You could have earth and fire, in the chart, absolutely. But it feels like this could be you with somebody else as well. So it could be earth, it could be a Taurus, or a spiritual teacher of sorts. And we have the Ace of Cups. So it feels like you have some big feelings for somebody. And that you don't know if you are healed enough to be able to talk about why you're single. Yeah. I don't think that you're really talking about why you're single and that you choose it. I feel like you choose to materialize things in the 3D by yourself. I don't think you're single because you have to be. I think you're single because you want to be, but you don't tell people about that. No. You are secretly, I think, looking for a partnership, but you're way more interested in the passion. So if the passion works out and that is great for you, then this thing comes up, right? But I think that you kind of do things a little bit backwards, only because you are the king or the queen of passion, right? Yeah, there's a decision coming up you have to make about something that you've been dragging your heels on. And I think that whatever decision you make, it's going to make you happy. Those are energies in the future for me. All right. Let's take a look at more energy here, Leo. What did I drop? I think we're okay. The table's never big enough. Okay. Let's go here, Leo. All right. Thank you for all this beautiful energy. If you're enjoying this reading or you like the content here, please reach out and hit the thumbs up for me. Thank you. I'd love to see you in the comments. I'd like to see who you are. We need to get a bigger Leo tribe. We can only do that with your help. So we need a much bigger Leo tribe for sure. Raise the vibrations around here for sure. All right. So it looks like we have somebody. It feels like there is somebody here that that you feel is very loyal to you. There is a loyal friend here, or someone that you're starting to build a friendship with. I feel like you juggle this person with all of the other things that you need to do in a day. But I feel as though this person is very attracted to you. The 10 of Cups is here. So this loyal friend is actually someone who has great passion for you. They see you juggling. They see you juggling maybe life in general, friends maybe. You have a lot of details to take care of in your day. We've got 1 and 8 is 9, and they're very important details that you need to be really focused on. So it feels like you have a loyal friend who's super passionate about you and very attracted to you. Somebody who is waiting, waiting and, watching you juggle. I feel as though you're tired of being bored in your emotional energy, that you want to find some excitement, right? You're tired of doing the same old. I feel like on the down low, Leo, I wouldn't say that it's on the surface, but on the down low, I think you're looking for a person. I think you're looking for someone that maybe you can, that can be your ride or die or +1. I'm not talking about a marriage, I don't think. I'm talking about companionship. I mean, it could definitely move into marriage, but I feel like this person that you are coming out of your emotional hiding for is someone who kind of makes you happy. They're sort of doing a mating dance, and it's springtime. I think that you're becoming more active because the sun is more active, Leo. And I feel like that maybe you have some feelings. Queen of Cups is here. That you have some feelings that you want to maybe talk to someone about, because 1 and 7 is 8. I think you're willing to work on some type of connection. That's what it looks like. We have, this friend who is, I feel, very attracted to you or has a lot of passion for you. They're watching you do a lot of juggling. It feels like there is about to be some sort of transformation that's going to happen here with the energy of the sun. It's a really great transformation of, I've decided I'm going to be adventurous. I'm going to go for the adventure. And I think that the adventure is this. I think it's 2 people riding shotgun, and with this in between, and is, we're going to look at this cup and we're going to let it sit between us. We're not really going to talk about it. Maybe we're just going to allow it to ruminate wherever we are together and, let this thing happen organically. It feels like it's time to do it because of the 4 of Wands, which is healing. Healing, and there's even a heart here, right? We've got 2 hearts here. Yeah, something is about to begin that's brand new for you here. Alrighty. So we have the Devil. So there is some worry here, some doubt that perhaps this won't work out the way you want it to. What if this isn't what I think it is? It's like the devil casts all the doubt, right? Even though you know 100 that you're good to go. But the devil is always going to give a little bit of doubt. But maybe you're not as good as you think you are. Maybe this person isn't really the person that you want. Or maybe they're not interested in you. Maybe they just want to be friends. It's like the little devil on the shoulder, right? I feel that you think that this friend is your soulmate. So this is a soulmate friendship that I feel is about to probably turn into more of a dating or a love situation. Yeah, there is somebody who is trying to they've been dreaming about this, whether that's you or them. Somebody's been dreaming about making it so. Yeah, whatever has been in the 5D, they're trying to pull it into this 3D world here. Somebody's trying to manifest, I feel, this soulmate friendship with a passion here. It's going to gain stability, but it will be very slow moving, slow growing, I feel. We're going to talk about it. We're going to transform the energy. 3 and 1 is 4. We're going to make it more sturdy. The sun is here. Everything has clarity. We're going to be very clear with each other about the Ace of Pentacles, which is the Ace of Diamonds. We're going to be very clear about how we're going to enter into this adventure. That's what it feels like here. There's about to be some sort of great clarity, communication, a new sort of contact is coming here. Either you're reaching out to someone or they're reaching out to you. And I think it's after maybe being silent with each other for a little bit that the 4 of Cups is telling me that there's been a short period that you two have not been in contact with each other. So what are the challenges? The challenges are that you think that this person has a lot of opportunities and passion. You think that this person's doing a lot of dating and there has to be other people who want to vie for your person. I think that the next challenge is coming to a realization or the aha moment and acting on it, going with it. We've got the Page of Wands here. So I think that the challenge here is that you want it, but right now you're not taking action to wrangle it. Yeah, whether this is a job or a person, or I feel like it's a soulmate connection, whether it's friendship or love, I feel like it's friendship that turns to love. Or your friend is very attracted to you or vice versa. It feels like you didn't know that harboring resentment, maybe from a past relationship or a person or a parent, somebody said something terrible to you, that you may have been harboring resentments that turned into some sort of a toxic thought pattern for you, right? And that maybe you're always closing the gate or shutting it down because you're kind of don't really want to be pulled out of your 4 of Cups. But now I think that there's something here that's really important to you. And it feels like that you have spotted somebody who might be your person because this person seems loyal and fun and flirty. But how many opportunities do they have? You feel like that there is competition for them. Yep. There we go. I can't tell the story any more than that. The universe, right? Tells you exactly what's up. It's never going to lead you astray. And let's look at some details. So I just made my own deck here, just based on questions people ask me in private reads, like what do they look like, where are they from, how far do they have to travel, do they live by me, and yeah, that's how I came up with this little deck here. So let's get some details of your person or you, something here that you may recognize to know that this may be your reading. Let's take a look here. Leo, information about you or your person. Ooh. We've got 6s. You might be seeing 6s, Leo, and I don't, I mean like in weird places, like car tags, or, you go to the restaurant and it's on the bill or something like that. So this, in the spiritual world, the 666 does not mean what it means in Catholicism. That's not what the meaning is. In fact, it's divine encouragement. And when you see it, it's very special actually to see this because it is a divine nudge. It's like the universe giving you the elbow on the side of the elbow and say, hey, I'm here, refocus. So don't stress. This is all part of the process, and it's telling you to let go of control and allow whatever it is to flow. So it's a divine nudge that you're going in the right direction, and they're pushing you a little further down the path so you can refocus. That's what the sixes mean. You, my friend, are courageous. Yes, you are. I will say that about the King of Wands every day, all day long, that you have courage. Courage like none of the other signs. You have courage. And I feel like you are someone who may also have a Virgo placement, possibly in the moon or the rising. And Virgo energies are, they're all about service. It's really beautiful and kind energy. Also, it is about going over the details. Virgos can be a little bit hypercritical. I don't mean of others. I mean of themselves. Yeah. So it feels like somebody here is overthinking it or going over details, but they are super courageous. So they could be a fire sign. I'm not saying all the other signs aren't courageous. This person is seeking emotion, so you might already have an emotional bond with them because I feel that they are seeking to have some type of emotional connection. They could be highly intelligent. Gemini is air sign. This person seeks passion, so they could have water and fire for sure. And you might be seeing fours. Keep the faith. Give up doubts. It says that you're on the right path. Stability is coming. You're going in the right direction. And perseverance. Yeah. So this person lives at a distance. They may have lighter skin. Lighter than what, I don't know, but they are a soulmate for sure. This person is going to come off as very confident. They're probably highly intelligent. If they're an air sign, if they have air energy, they're probably highly intelligent. And that's why you're seeing soulmate and confident, because this person comes in with the confidence of already knowing who the soulmate is, what's the purpose, why are we connected that way. They've already done their homework. Highly intelligent. Yeah. All right, I'm going to go. Thank you, Leo, for coming here and watching. Please hit that button, the thumbs up on the way out. And if you're interested in a private read, 15% off until the end of the month, until midnight on the 31st. So please go ahead and book with the code that is in the description. Look for the yellow dot. Everything is there. I'm going to go for now. Thanks, Leo. You guys brought great energy. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Hey Sagittarius, how are you? Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. Thank you so much for clicking here. And I thank you so much for your energy, for sure. All right, so if you're interested in a private reading, please look in the description. Everything's there by the yellow dot. Everything that you need. What are we doing first? All right. Sagittarius, I do have that in my rising sign. And I'm grateful for it because Taurus sun is serious business. Yep, Sag gives me a little bit of relief. All right, so thank you so much for all the attention you've been giving my videos lately. Thank you so much for that. I'm trying to find more Sagittarius, as I said at the beginning of this. So if you could hit that thumbs up while you're here, that'd be great. That's what's going to help us find a bigger Saggy tribe. Okay, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for Sagittarius for the week ahead. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Okay, so we have some fear surrounding family, friends, and guides. Interesting. We have loss and commitment. Family, friends, and guides. It feels like you are holding on to something really tight with fear. It feels like you feel like you could lose this thing at any moment, whatever it is that you're holding on to. It maybe you're holding out maybe for a commitment, but it feels like you feel it's very far away, and that maybe you could have nurtured this better because this guy's holding this rope and it would have never held the boat anyway. So it feels like there is some type of emotional loss maybe that you are feeling right now, and it's over some type of a commitment. I feel like you're calling on Source to help you understand it, because this is the understanding, I think. The idea that you send to the universe, and it sends you back clarity and beautiful guidance, I feel. Somebody's behind a mask. You don't believe them for some reason. And that's why you're worried that you're going to lose something here. That maybe you're thinking, sure, like it feels like maybe you don't have a full-on trust of the universe, but it feels like somebody here is behind a mask. And that's probably why you're worried about losing whatever commitment you think that you might have here. Because someone isn't speaking to you, or they're not being honest with you. Something like that. Oh, we should put these back. All right. Let's take a look here. Tell us more for Sagittarius, please. Fear, family, friends, and guides. You bring the energy of fear. You're feeling scared about something. So I'll look a little closer here. I think it's a fear of not growing, of not having growth. It feels like you're worried or you have fear of the things that you can't see. It's like you feel it, but you can't see it, and so you don't believe it. Family, friends, and guides, but you're being guided somewhere by someone. Tell me more about this. You might be guided by someone from the other side. Tell me more about fear, family, friends, and guides. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Fear again. I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in an energy of love. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Someone is scared either to say I love you, or someone is scared of love. You could be getting downloads from someone, or there is someone around you that is possibly someone who has passed away, a family friend or a member of the family or one of your close friends. I think that that person is your guide. And what I want to say is that this person is the one who has brought it to your attention, that now that you realize that you've been testing your own resolve to live in the energy of love because you're scared to open up and do so, Sagittarius, for real, like full-on love. It feels like this is the fear and this is the realization. This is you looking at the fear saying, okay, maybe I've been creating the fear so I didn't have to pay attention to my feelings. Tell me about the family, friends, and guides. Family, friends, and guides, please. Humor. Humor is I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Okay. So that makes total sense about Sag, right? Sag is always going to be the one you're going to want to take to the party. That's your +1. If you got a Saggy friend or a Leo friend, take that person with you for sure. Yeah. Get the potty started. Okay. And it should come up in their rising or their sun, one of the two. So the loneliness, it says here, I know that I'm never alone. Okay. So it feels like you're never alone because it feels as though you have somebody guiding you, or you've noticed a guide, or you've noticed something going on around you. I feel that is guiding you to a place of choosing to focus on the lighter side, not such a heaviness, because I really feel anxiety in my gut with this. I do have anxiety. So when I see fear twice, it feels like it needs a little lift. We need to stop living in fear or being so worried about the situation at hand. It needs to have a little bit of levity. So it's time to stop being so serious about things, I think. Yeah, there is somebody here though, possibly who's crossed over, who is very close to you here. Yeah. Okay. Let's look here, Sag. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, please, for the week ahead. Sagittarius. You also could have people in your ear saying, don't do that. Don't do that relationship. Don't do that friend. Don't cross the line from friendship to love. You could have family and friends and people who think they're guiding you, telling you what you should be doing, but what you should be doing is making your own decision, regardless of, whatever energy they throw at it. We've got the Page of Moons. So this is the Moon, Wandering Moon Tarot, and the moons are cups. The pentacles are stars. So we've got the Page of Cups. We've got the Nine of Wands. Got the Four of Pentacles, Four of Stars. Just listening. The Empress, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. Okay. Well, Sag, what I think is that you have some type of communication coming that you've been waiting on for a very long time. I feel with the Four of Pentacles that you've been holding on tightly because I feel this is a situation that really hurt you. It added to your wand collection is what I think. It feels as though the communication that's coming in, it feels as though is something that is taking or took a very long time. Now I'm saying taking or took because for some of you it's a prediction, but the Knight of Pentacles is right here in the present moment now, ready to drop off that information. And that's why I think it's coming up super quick. It feels like you could be the Empress or maybe the person you're dealing with is, but we've got Taurus and Libra here. But the Empress really is just all the queens, right? So she has, if you have all the energy of all the queens and all of those lessons, then you might be the Empress. It feels like the Empress is either surprised that this has come in, because what I want to say is that the Page of Moons is probably a manifestation. And I feel that whatever this is, the thing that you've been waiting for someone to say is coming through a divine nudge. Whoever it is, if it's a guide, a friend, a family member, a friend who is even on the earth, a friend who gives you some sort of information that leads to all of this, that helps you make things lighter and not make you so fearful. So it could be for any of you, it could be any of those scenarios for sure. So we have the Empress, who is Taurus and Libra. We have the Eight of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. So we have earth and fire energy. Yep, same thing here, earth and fire energy. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit. Somebody here is going into hiding to think about, how are we going to get justice in taking this new cycle? Yeah, it looks like there is a new cycle here. It's something that you've been thinking about for a very long time. Something brand new is coming up for you, and that's the Fool. And it is going to give you balance and justice. It also could be a Libra, an Aries, a Virgo, or a Pisces. Those are all major arcanas, right? And then we have the Six of Swords with the Seven of Cups. So it feels like an overwhelming feeling of leaving somewhere, going somewhere, leaving from a place to go to a place. I feel like it's overwhelming, but you're going to do it anyway, or your person is. Take it whatever way it resonates for you. This is a general reading after all. Okay. Let's look at some more energy here. Let's take the Lenormand. Sagittarius, please. More energy for Sag. Something you've been waiting for a long time. Some sort of communication. Somebody's going to say it to you, and it's going to be something that's shocking to you. Yep. Because either you or this person has been behind the fear wall in the Nine of Wands, being so careful not to get hurt again. I feel like somebody here has been holding on to getting an apology, or that getting a call or a text or some sort of communication. Sagittarius. We have the bridge. Somebody here is bridging a distance between you and them. And it's going to surprise you, I feel, but it might be because of an apology for some of you. For those of you who didn't have harsh words with this person, it wouldn't be the apology, but it feels like somebody here is going to give you, I call this the half-assed apology. I'm sorry you feel that way. It's going to be just a little something. I think it's going to be enough for them to reach out to you and tell you sorry, or tell you, I'm sorry that it made you feel that way. And I feel that that is what is going to start building the bridge. Yeah, that I think there's going to be communication. Somebody opens communication with you, Sag, and somebody now wants to build a bridge based on this very little bit of energy, whether that's an apology or something that you didn't know or something that surprised you. We have the whip and the broom. It's things that are changing quickly. So now that your manifestation is here, is what I want to say. For those of you who have been waiting and waiting for whatever it was, the opportunity to arrive, I feel like this is the opportunity. I feel as though you need to make some type of quick decision about coming out behind the fear wall in order for you to get this. What I mean is, I feel like you really need to look at the opportunities that come to you and just invite them in. And some of those opportunities are just going to be lessons, but you can't find the Knight of Pentacles if you don't allow all of the opportunities. Something here is about to change really quick. We got the Jack of Clubs in the right-hand corner, who is the Knight of Wands. So there is something that comes in and sort of shakes your stability. It happens super quick, but it feels like it happens either when you're behind the fear wall or it puts you behind the fear wall. This feels like a manifestation that you didn't think was showing up because it was taking too long. Somebody here has been holding on to you, and they're about to speak. 8 of Wands. Somebody who previously didn't share anything with you, kept you cut off. You haven't had any communication with this person. They wouldn't let you in. And all of a sudden, poof, there they are. Because this person has, I feel, romantic, nostalgic, kind of elegant love for you. This person, this to me is adoration. It's like, I really respect you. You are as beautiful as the orchid. Also, this person sees you as someone who could be permanent in their life. The orchids are also etched on the windows behind them. This first person sees you as a beautiful orchid. Yeah. Whether you're feminine or masculine, I don't really care. It's the King of Swords is in the bottom right-hand corner. Somebody wants to talk about this feeling here. That's what this communication is about, for sure. We've got card number 6. It's been tumultuous in the love department. The 6 is the Lovers. Bottom right-hand corner, we have the King of Clubs, who is the King of Wands. It could be that you have a King of Wands coming in to propose marriage or to kind of nail down the relationship with you. So it could be Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Somebody who's going to come in and ask you, if not to marry them, that they kind of want to make something solid. They want to solidify something. Yeah. But they feel like it's insurmountable. It feels like there's so many things that are in the way of this connection that this person feels like it's insurmountable, whoever that person is. All right. I feel like the family and friends card and guides here is a guide that is bringing you through the fear. You are probably someone who tends to laugh things off. You are Sag, by the way, right? So I feel like you choose to focus on the lighter side of life because the opposite of that isn't something that you believe in. I don't think you believe in low vibrational or I feel like you try and keep your vibration high all the time. What is that? Laughing, dancing, being with friends, being lighthearted. I feel like you're all of those things. It feels like this is divinely orchestrated. There is an 8 and the 3, which is 11. It feels like a divine number, right? And it feels like it's divinely orchestrated, that this is the right time for this to pop up for you. It was all about timing. We have the 10 of Swords. For some of you, there was some type of harsh ending or hard ending. It feels like this person could have been a friend or a friend of the family or someone who specifically was guiding you in a certain way, either here on the earth or from the other realm. But it feels like there was some type of ending. If it's a family or a friend who is here on the earth, it feels like there was some type of ending between you and them. Something that felt harsh to you. Really harsh, like you had been stabbed in the back by someone who was your friend. It's like somebody just put the last sword in your back and ran off. It feels like this person, is the one who's building that damn bridge. So be prepared. This person seems determined. Sagittarius. Thank you. Somebody has decided that they can no longer feel regret about how long it took for them to come in. I feel like this person is no longer feeling regretful about whatever past you two have. And I feel like it is some type of a past, or the Knight of Pentacles wouldn't be here. The Knight of Pentacles is moving really, really slow. Yeah. There were some lies. Somebody did not express their emotions here, Sagittarius. This communication, the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Wands is going to be why this person did not tell you how they felt about you. They feel like you're a beautiful creature or a creation of the source. Like you're delicate and beautiful. And for some of you who are strong yet soft, right? Whether you're feminine or masculine, this person feels like you have the why am I saying audacity? Why did you say that, Charlie? Audacity. Because of the King of Swords, right? Somebody here, I'm supposed to say, has the audacity to show their feelings now. Because I think that they've been hiding them for a very long time. Okay. I like it. What do we got here? It's love. There it is. This person's coming in to tell you that they have big, big feelings for you. For some of you, you may get the L word. Yep. For others of you, it's going to be a realization that this person had never really let go of you. It was just really traveling slow. Tell me what the challenge is here for Sagittarius, please. Challenge for Saggies. The challenge is how you speak with each other. The challenge is being honest but not hurtful, having clarity and giving clarity and being transparent without getting into a clash of the minds, because the King of Swords is here, the Queen of Swords is here. We have the High Priestess. The challenge is we need to go at it using our gut, because if we do it in a 3D way, we're apt to maybe lock horns here. That maybe we won't be able to come to a resolution, that we're going to be too much about who's right, because the King and the Queen of Swords aren't the best match. Understand they're soulmates, but they're not the best match. Sometimes they can terrorize each other completely because of the level at which their relationship builds too quickly. And it's almost like with the King and the Queen, it's almost like chess, right? We're always thinking one step ahead in our mind. That's what it feels like. So it does feel like there is somebody here who is going to be coming in to tell you that they've always had and held on to this romantic notion that you two would be together. They just never really told you. Seven of Swords. They never said anything. Interesting. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to the extension. We need to talk about the family and friends. I'm wondering who's building this bridge to you if you are identifying as the Empress. So I'm wondering who's building this bridge to you, because you had an ending with them. And it feels like this person lived in fear of coming forward. That's what it feels like. But they're coming forward. This person is coming forward, and they are coming forward with some type of surprise or an apology or something, little kind of, they're building the bridge to emotions, I feel. This person has decided that they can no longer feel bad for what happened in the past, and that we have to start from here and go forward. There is communication, that you've been waiting for a long time. Let's go to the extension and talk about that. And if that does resonate with you, I'll see you there. And if not, I will see you next week, of course. Yes, love you guys. Thanks, Sag. And if you're interested in a private read, please don't forget 15% off until the 31st. Look in the description. Look for the yellow dot. I'm going to go for now. Thank you, Saggies. I'm out. Bye-bye.